What is up, everyone? First, I want to show you something real quick. It just requires a chapstick and a dollar bill. Now, this is an old method I learned how to check for counterfeit bills. Now, all you have to do is just take the chapstick and place it on top of the bill. Now, if you just rub it a little bit, you're going to feel like a really loose spot. And if you push down on it, yeah, you most likely have a fake bill on your hands. But it comes back out. Just like that. Yeah, the bill's no good. Now, what is up, everyone? Yeah, you probably noticed that I kind of like superheroes a little bit way too much. Like my Spider-Man tattoo. I got a couple Wolvie boys up there. I got a Spider-Man shit. Spider-Man shit. But if you do not know, my number 2 is actually this guy right here. Goddamn, focus on him, not me. God damn it. There you go. Yeah, this is my number 2. Sometimes him and Spider-Man swap places depending on what mood I'm in. And I am a massive Batman and Spider-Man simp. But with Batman, I own all of his games. I've watched the cartoons, almost every version of it. I've seen the Nolan movies multiple times. I own all of them on Blu-ray. I really like the Tim Burton movies too. Batman Forever is actually not that bad. Really goofy as hell, but not that bad. And the Catwoman, it was fucking terrible. I don't know what that was. I didn't watch Titans. That looked like cringe, and I heard it's terrible too. But the thing that I want to talk about today is the situation with Zoe Kravitz, the new Catwoman, complaining about not being able to play Catwoman. And if you don't know, Zoe Kravitz is actually, I thought he was her brother, Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz, the guy who does the American version, which I really don't care for. And I used to work in a department store and would play every day. It's fucking boring compared to the original. But yeah, and also fuck him, because I could not play that song You're Gonna Go My Way on Guitar Hero. It was really confusing for me. I don't know why. If you have been living under a rock, we're gonna get back into Batman. Sorry. So Zoe Kravitz, light skin, very fucking gorgeous woman. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. Yet she's extremely attractive, and now she's playing Catwoman. And if you notice, Zoe Kravitz and the comic book Catwoman, they're two totally different colors. She's about a couple shades a little darker, but they're two totally different races. And Zoe Kravitz, I think she's black. She's like, I don't know how black she is, because both of her parents are light skinned. And I don't like to play that game. I hate when people play the how black are you? It's like the one drop rule. I really hate that. But the thing is that she is playing a white character, so she's essentially tokenized. And if you don't know what tokenization means, I'm gonna drop a link to Eric July. He has a whole video talking about explaining what tokenization is, but it's basically taking a character and changing them racially, sexually, or genderly, I guess. So it's like how they took like Robin and made him like gay out of nowhere, or bi. I don't know what it is at this point. I've heard both. They would take Superman and they're gonna make him black. And to be fair, you could go back and complain about tokenizations in the past, like how Harvey Dent was played by Billy D. Williams, looks nothing like him, and they untokenized him, which I thought was also weird on top of it. But the directors changed in Batman Forever. But yeah, that was just weird. This is Zoe Kravitz, a woman, gorgeous, one of the most attractive women probably in Hollywood, honestly, not gonna lie. Has two famous parents. One's an actress and the other one a rock star. And so she's one of the most privileged people like in the world. And she literally complains that she didn't get to play the exact same character 10 years prior because the casting director said she was the wrong color. Which is absolutely correct. Yeah, you are the wrong color to play Catwoman. Honestly, in my opinion, she kind of does. She has a Catwoman look, but it's the color that's off. And like a lot of people try to do the thing where it's like, yeah, there's some iterations where she looks a little brownish, but it's like, no, Catwoman is a white character. I was way more accepting of tokenization in the past because I was just like, if they can embody the character, the color of them doesn't really matter to me. I don't really give a shit if there was but I was the type of person I would look at it both ways. It's like, okay, if the character is originally like Asian and they change them to a white person, I don't care. If the character is originally white and they turn into a black person, I really didn't care. I was what is the word? I was consistent. I was consistent on my analysis. Now now I'm getting really sour with tokenized roles because it's literally taking a character and making them what they are not. It's more than just changing the race. Is that they change the race or the gender or the sexuality of the person, and then they make that their entire like character. Like if they like how they tokenize Iris in the Flash, they tokenize her father, and all her father does is talk about how black he is, or I'm scared to go outside because I'm black, or whatever. They'll do things like that with the character, which is not what the character is in the comic books, but they hijack them and they make them black, and then they talk about black issues or whatever. So I have this Yahoo News article right here about the whole situation. So Zoe Kravitz is the latest Hollywood beauty to portray Catwoman on the big screen, but landing that role was not her first attempt to join the Batman franchise. And I don't know why people aren't mentioning this. She actually played Catwoman in the Lego Batman. So this is her second time actually playing Catwoman, which is actually kind of cool. Not gonna lie. And the article continues. The actress singer said that she wasn't able to audition the small part in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight Rises years ago, as was rejected because of her skin color, according to Variety. I don't know why they say it's a small part. She's one of the main characters in the movie. It was obviously played by Anne Hathaway, which is also another trivia, so I could talk about Spider-Man. Anne Hathaway was actually cast to play Black Cat in Spider-Man 4, the one with Tobey Maguire, but she ended up playing Catwoman after that movie was canceled. There's a little trivia for you. This is a quote from Zoe Kravitz. I don't know if it came directly from Christopher Nolan. Kravitz told The Guardian in a recent interview, I think it was probably a casting director of some kind or a casting director assistant. Being a woman of color, I just hate that stupid term. It's like they have to separate every oppression. It's like, I'm a woman of color. I got 2 oppression points, but just that nullifies me having a rock star father and an actress mother. God. Being a woman of color and being an actor and being told at that time that I wasn't able to read because the color of my skin, and the word urban being thrown around like that was really hard about that moment. Sorry, that was a tongue twister for me. But you're being told that you can't play a character due to your race when the character that you're playing is not the same race. I don't understand, even as an actor, and I don't know why you don't understand that when you do that as a living. Like, I'm not gonna walk into an audition to play like Gandhi or whatever. I wouldn't do that. Or I wouldn't go in to try to play like Captain America. But honestly, nowadays they probably would still fucking hire me because of Hollywood. And they're going out and they're purposely going out and tokenizing all these characters. Like the whole thing, like the Lord of the Rings, they're being memed to death because they're going out of their way to try to change what Tolkien said or try to obfuscate and just saying, oh, we're just gonna do our own thing. It's supposed to represent what our world is today. You mean overly tokenizing people so you could feel aggrandized? That's literally what it is. But she's upset because she now has the role that she wanted to have 10 years ago, and it hurt her feelings because they said, bro, you don't really look like her. You're not the right skin color for this role because the character you're supposed to be playing is white and you're not white. And what if a white woman came out and said that she was upset that she couldn't play Storm in the new X-Men movie? Can you imagine the backlash that one would get? She's also an idiot too, but I don't understand why these people can't look at it both ways. It's like, okay, there are specific characters that black people can play. There are specific characters that white people can play. The voice acting part, I don't care. Like the guy who plays Cleveland, that guy's a fucking pussy too, because he was like, I gotta bow out because I should give my role to a black person. that's retarded. Their skin color and voice doesn't really matter at all. But like on screen, the comic books, they're a visual medium. What Eric July says, I expect you to take the character and visually put them on the screen. I don't know why you got to go through and change it and all this other stuff, but it's just the thing that really annoys me about the story is that this is a very extremely privileged person, a woman that has two famous parents and probably had a lot of money growing up, and she has the role of a lifetime, and now she's using the press tour to complain about other people and allude that the person's racist. She's acting like there was no black people in the X-Men, in the Batman movies, the Dark Knight Nolan movies. One, there's Morgan Freeman as Lucius Fox in there. That's the first one that pops in my head. And the Hispanic cop is in there too in the Dark Knight. And Nolan literally just came out with the movie starring a black dude. Actually, I really like Tenet. I don't know, a lot of people didn't really care for it. It is a very Nolan movie, but it's just like his guilty pleasure. But other than that, yeah, she's basically implying that whoever didn't hire her because they were a racist. No, dude, you didn't match the description of what they were looking for, but you end up getting it, and then you still go on to complain about what happened 10 years ago. And it's so frustrating. It is always the most overly privileged people. Her, Madonna, the dude that kneels on the ground. What is that dude's name? I can't remember what his name is. But you know what I'm talking about. Light skinned dude that complains about everything. That literally said that being paid millions upon millions of dollars is equivalent to slavery. Whoa, you retard. And that's one of the reasons why I'm trying really, and I'm trying very, very hard. I'm trying so hard to just stop supporting Hollywood. I'm sick of them. I am sick of everything that they put out. I'm sick of all the agendas. I'm sick of the fake shows and them saying that they care about people. Like, I think it was Stephen Colbert saying that, like, well, I could pay, I'd rather pay a little bit more for gas if I could have a clean conscience. These people, they do not understand where people in reality are. It's because they spend way too much time on Twitter and they think that's their entire fan base or everyone that listens to them. And these people, they literally, they come out, call everyone, I wouldn't say everyone, they call half the country racist. They call them anti-vaxxers, anti-science, all these different things. And then they get cast in a tokenized role and they beg everyone to come see their movies. No, I'm not doing that. I'm rather going to go out and support someone like the Daily Wire, a smaller independent film studio, because all you guys do is just regurgitate the same exact thing over and over and over again. But I'm starting to see right after like COVID and all this stuff, with the Ukraine stuff now, COVID's automatically gone. But the thing that I'm seeing, which I'm kind of glad about, is that I'm seeing a lot more original films. But then back in my mind, I'm just reminded that, no, you guys were fucking assholes for the last couple of years. Actually, the last like half decade, you guys have just been just relentlessly just dickheads. So I'm just gonna stop. The thing with China and Disney, I'm just gonna stop. I don't have Disney Plus. The Netflix, I just have the login from my uncle. I think the only streaming services that I really pay for out of my own pocket is Amazon and HBO. And the only things that we watch on are just old stuff. Like my fiance and I are just going through South Park, and we're watching Sunny, and it's just, I try to give as little money to these people. I'm going to be supporting the Rippaverse. I support Tim Pool. I support Carl Benjamin. I give these people money. But yeah, I am just sick of these people just having the highest lifestyle out of everyone in the world, or not even the country, having the highest standards in the world. And this is not even her first superhero role. She was in X-Men First Class, and she was in it's not a superhero movie, but she was also in Mad Max. So she's been in massive films, and she just goes out and just still complains about not being casted as one role, which you got like a decade later. And I don't get it. And yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little tough not to watch this movie because Batman is one of my fucking favorite heroes. He's my number 2. Sometimes him and Spider-Man swap places depending on what day it is. But it's just, I like Matt Reeves. He's a good director. I like Robert Pattinson. He was just in Tenet. He was like the best character in that entire movie. And it's just Zoe Kravitz and Hollywood and all of that together, and it's another remake. And I know how they do this. They reel you in, and what I've been noticing, and a lot of people notice, is that they'll have like a first solid movie or first season. It's a lot. I don't know why it's very prevalent with television, but they would have a very, very good first season. It's solid. It's good. It's like everyone's talking about it. Second one goes woke as hell. There's going to be people coming out as gay and trans, and there's going to be black people being pulled over by the police for absolutely no reason. It's just going to be a bunch of weird shit. So the second movie is going to be really fucking, I don't know. Matt Reeves is a competent director, but yeah, I can't say anything else. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.